So guys, continuing from the previous example, you can see that because the data segment with sequence number 201 got lost in the network, there was a hole in the TCP receiving buffer. The bytes number from 201 to 300 were missing from the TCP receiving buffer, and therefore the TCP receiver generated an acknowledgement in order to fill this hole in its receiving buffer, right? So when this acknowledgement was received by the TCP sender, it was the first ACK corresponding to the segment with sequence number 201, right? But since TCP sender has already sent the TCP segment with sequence number 201 in the network, and the retransmission timer corresponding to the segment with sequence number 201 has not yet expired, the TCP sender do not take any action as of now. Now we assume that the application running on the sending side pumps more data to the TCP sender. As a result, the TCP sender sends more number of segments to the TCP receiver, right? Now as these new segments is received by TCP receiver, the TCP receiver fill its receiving buffer with all the bytes it is receiving from the TCP sender. But since there is still a hole in the receiving buffer of TCP receiver, in an attempt to fill this hole, the TCP receiver generates an acknowledgement with acknowledgement number 201 only, right? So this is the second time that the TCP sender is receiving the acknowledgement with acknowledgement number 201. Now this acknowledgement was generated because TCP receiver received the segment with sequence number 501. The TCP receiver also received the segment with sequence number 601, and therefore the TCP receiver generates another acknowledgement with acknowledgement number 201. Similarly, because of segment with sequence number 701 is also received by TCP receiver, it will again generate an acknowledgement with acknowledgement number 201 only, right? So every time TCP receiver generates an acknowledgement with acknowledgement number 201 only because of this hole present in its receiving buffer. Now you can see that this acknowledgement is actually the third consecutive duplicate acknowledgement with acknowledgement number 201, which is being received by TCP sender. So as per the TCP algorithm, whenever the TCP sender receives an acknowledgement with same acknowledgement number 3 times consecutively, then TCP sender generates a segment with the same sequence number and retransmit it towards TCP receiver. So you can see that the acknowledgement number 1, 2 and 3 are actually called duplicate acknowledgement, and only when the TCP sender receives the third duplicate acknowledgement, then only it regenerate and retransmit the corresponding segment with sequence number 201. So when this data segment with sequence number 201 is eventually received by TCP receiver, this hole in the receiving buffer of TCP receiver is eventually repaired, right? Now at this point of time, there is no more hole in the TCP receiving buffer, and therefore TCP receiver can now generate an ACK to demand fresh new data segment from the TCP sender. So such an ACK is an ACK with acknowledgement number 801, right? Because TCP receiver need byte with sequence number 801 and onwards. So you can see in this example, the data segment 201 is retransmitted not because of expiry of any retransmission timer, but rather because of reception of 3 consecutive duplicate acknowledgements. So going further, every time the TCP receiver receives out of order segments, it triggers the same ACK to fill the first hole immediately, right? TCP sender sees the same ACK again and again, therefore they are called duplicate ACK. So in our example, the ACK 201 is called duplicate ACK. This makes TCP sender, this means the reception of duplicate ACK. So the reception of duplicate ACK makes the TCP sender conclude that the segments are being received by TCP receiver out of order, or probably the segments is completely lost. So duplicate ACK actually indicates the TCP receiver of the presence of a first hole in the TCP receiver receiving buffer. So when TCP sender receives the 3 consecutive duplicate ACK with same acknowledgement number, then only TCP sender retransmit the particular data segment, right? So now there is a term called duplicate threshold, right? Duplicate threshold default value is 3. So duplicate threshold is a parameter which determines that how many duplicate ACK the TCP sender must receive in order to trigger retransmission of data segment. So the takeaway is that here retransmission of the data segment 201 is happening not because of any retransmission timer, but because of reception of 3 duplicate ACKs from the TCP receiver, because TCP receiver had a hole in its receiving buffer. So you can see that this technique of retransmission is called fast retransmission, because TCP sender do not have to wait for the expiration of any retransmission timer in order to trigger retransmission. As soon as TCP sender receives the 3rd duplicate ACK from the TCP receiver, it can retransmit the particular data segment without having to wait any further. But now there is one problem in this optimization. The problem is, using the concept of duplicate ACKs, TCP sender can repair only one hole in TCP receiver's buffer at a time, right? So let us try to understand this problem with the help of one more example.